What up, what up? You ain't called me?
Yeah, I did.
No, you didn't.
When I told you that time I was going to call you, I called you at that exact time. Even if you felt like I didn't, you still didn't call.
Alright, I'll let you. I'll talk about it.
Add you to the chat. Right, you in the chat. What are you talking about? All right, they getting ready to start, so.
Get close like you like each other, but through the elbow. It's a little less than 6 feet, but we good. Y'all ready to get started? All right. So first and foremost, I want to thank you all for being here. And I'm really happy to be here, be joined by the Department of Health and Human Services, our Division of Youth and Family Services, as well as Running Rebels and 414 Life, to launch a brand new Credible Messenger program, a community-based approach to youth justice that focuses on mentorship and restorative justice in action. This program could not be launching at a more important time, as we've seen a surge in violence amongst young people in the recent weeks. For over a year, our youth have been physically distanced from friends, family members, mentors, teachers, and others who all help our young people grow and mature. We're all feeling anxiety that comes from the uncertainty and instability over the last year. But it is up to us, the community, and the adults, our children that look up to ensure our young people have the guidance that they need to navigate this difficult time. We have to do everything we can to ensure the success of the next generation. And that includes exploring new ways to meet young people where they are, make connections, and mentor our youth. The Credible Messenger program is holistic and a comprehensive approach that supports our youth and improves lives. And I know firsthand the impact that mentorship can have on a young person's life. It's like my times at Urban Underground, through folks like Reggie Moore, that led me to find my passion and purpose, not only for organizing, but helping our community. So many individuals find themselves in the system because they lack a mentor to guide them to access the care that they absolutely need. Whether that be connections to job opportunities, treatment for a substance abuse problem, or just someone to encourage you to achieve your goals. Mentors are incredibly important. It can have a huge impact on a person's life. This program also signals a change in how Milwaukee County is approaching its contributions in ensuring safe neighborhoods. Just a few days ago, we lost one of our young people in this very park, and 2 others were shot. It is part of a trend that we're seeing of arguments and disagreements between people who know each other escalating to violent conflict. And in response, the county is planning to go into the community to learn what is sparking these conflicts. And more importantly, what do people in their community, their neighborhoods need in order to avoid violent conflict in the first place? Our vision to achieve racial equity acknowledges that several communities in Milwaukee County have been both neglected and underserved for generations. And it is in the spirit of our shared vision that the Credible Messenger program highlights an approach to public safety that looks at the needs of the community and seeks to shift resources to address the many needs of the underserved. I would like to call up our Deputy Director of the Department of Health and Human Services, David Muhammad, to the podium to say a few words.
Thank you, County Executive Crowley. I think we got social distance, so I'm gonna do this without my mask. I want to thank County Executive Crowley for his commitment and his leadership, the commitment of Milwaukee County to racial equity and youth justice, for the emphasis on transforming Milwaukee County into the healthiest county in the state, which is our goal. It's going to take efforts like this, and it's going to take leadership, the types of which we're seeing from County Executive Crowley. So kudos to him and his team. I'd also like to thank Director Shakita LeGrant McClain of the Department of Health and Human Services for her confidence in the DHHS leadership and her support of our efforts to transform youth justice and move resources upstream. To Mark Mertens and the team from Division of Youth and Family Services, his leadership and the team's leadership for partnering with the DHHS Director's Office to bring youth home from harmful systems and create community-based alternatives. And then also I'd really like to thank and emphasize the folks who have been doing this work for years. This is not a new concept, this is not a new type of strategy, but it is one that has to be elevated, coordinated, and resourced effectively to be effective in the community. So to all of the community-based partners who have been doing this work for decades, and individuals who may not be with an agency but might be out doing this work of transformative mentorship, we want to salute you. And then lastly, to our partners at the Office of Violence Prevention for helping to elevate this work. Today represents a significant investment and capacity building effort to support youth serving organizations who are unafraid to work with the highest risk youth. Behind us, you will see several representatives from different organizations. We have West Care, we have 41 for Life, we have Running Rebels, the Milwaukee Christian Center Violence Free Zone, and the Youth Advocate Program. I hope I didn't miss anybody if I forgot to shout somebody out. And I do not want to proceed without acknowledging that we are not only in a Milwaukee County park at Sherman Park, but we're in the shadow of a Boys and Girls Club. And much of this strategy really was exemplified by somebody who works for the clubs, and that's Deontay Lewis, who, when he was at OVP, worked directly with young people to keep them out of harm's way. And it was that partnership that helped elevate this as a strategy. So at DHHS, we have worked to advance a community health strategy called No Wrong Door, and that is to connect Milwaukee County residents to services and supports to meet their needs. For youth in our community, there are too many wrong doors or harmful doors. And unfortunately, many times youth cannot get the help they need until they've gotten into trouble or until, unfortunately, it's too late. And no young person should need to get in trouble with the system to get the support they need, and no community member should either. So, excuse me. So this effort is something that is really fortuitous given the tragic events that we've seen over the last several weeks, and of course through last year. And they have shown us the consequences of neglect, of disinvestment, and disengagement of young people. This is a significant effort to move our services and supports upstream and to be delivered by caring, responsible adults with lived experience who can relate to the struggles of youth in our community. They will work alongside our Division of Youth and Family Services team to ensure that they stay safe and are connected to pro-social supports, and that their families can also receive, because you can't just serve youth and not support their families as well, receive the necessary services to make our communities a safer place for all. They will work in community-based settings such as parks, neighborhoods, door-to-door and block-to-block to engage youth and their community members. And as we've seen throughout the pandemic, needs don't go away in the new normal. So we have to move to a different normal and adapt to reach those most in need. This is a major investment to intervene in the lives of youth who have been involved, as we've seen in the community, through auto theft, gun violence, or simply neighborhood conflict. And it's not solely for young people who are system involved, though we want to get young people from going into the deep end of the system. We want to support those who are in their peer group who can be a part of this type of intervention and prevent them from going into the system to begin with. This is an intentional effort to keep these youth and our community safe, connect to positive adults with lived experience who've demonstrated personal transformation, and by supporting this group of youth, impact their peers as well. I would like to bring several speakers to come and express their commitment to this initiative, to this strategy, and to what we hope to see in 2021 and hopefully forward beyond 2021. First up is Arnita Holloman from the Office of Violence Prevention. She will be followed by Mark Mertens, who is the administrator of the Division of Youth and Family Services. After Mark will be Victor Barnett and Dawn Barnett from Running Rebels. Thank you.